What's going on, Hipsta? My nap, it was too long, to be honest. Too long. What is going on, Joker? Hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Update that shit. It didn't update on YouTube. So it's going to say Anthony DeMarco reporting for duty on YouTube. That's sad. Even though I changed the title before this shit started. I'm gonna fucking crash out. I'm gonna flip my fucking shit, man. Lose my GD mind up in this bit. He went, oh my god, it does. Yeah, it sure does. I am definitely going back into Cloud City today. That is facts. Oh no, I gotta get some other shit set up now. I got an email before I started streaming. The description did? Okay, let me see if I can manually update it. Is that gonna be an option? Okay, it says UCW breakdown, the King of Carnage ladder match, Deathlock title defense on the horizontal one. Oh, but yeah, no, the portrait is definitely Anthony DeMarco. Well, that's not what's going on. Just so everybody knows, we're not doing that. This is an EFED for the moment. Right now we doing EFED shit. Hello there. How's it going, Drew? How's it going? Can I edit the fucking name of this? Can I do this? Hey, yo. We might be getting somewhere in this whole content creator thing. Might fight with it a bit when I have fully. Hey, say less. Do that shit. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it going. Let's get her done. What's going on, Hydrate? What's going on? Hello, Onyx. How are you? We just gonna cut to face cam. I am the breakdown intro today. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to UCW. Welcome back to Breakdown. Welcome back to User Unknown's playground of fucking House and Horrors and fucking all that other shit. Not too bad. I'm, you know, increasingly disappointed in myself, but that's like a regular feeling at this point. I'm half awake, for real. I'm half awake. I forget this is not an RP stream. I'm on YouTube. No! No! Hold on. Holy fuck. That was crazy, guys. A ghost just came out of me. I don't know what just happened. There was smoke. It must be cold in here. All right, guys, gals. Smoke another dipstick? We talking like fun dip? We're talking about Fun Dip right now. What's going on, Eden? Welcome in. Stop scrolling. This is UCW. Just haven't started yet. It's a Friday night show. It's our Extreme Wrestling show. Only mildly? Thank you, Hydrate. Put some respect on my name. No, Mom, or Ma got home. That's what's going on. Then Ma got home. Just let me cook, bro. All right, let's get into a card. We got new people in here. I'm fucking around. I shouldn't be. I'm fucking around and I shouldn't be. We got, oh, well, there you go, guys. You're looking at the match card right here. As you can see, nothing is predetermined. No, actually, let's fucking do this shit. Nothing is predetermined. There is no markers in here that say any of this shit's fucking predetermined. Okay. All right, anyway, moving forward. What is happening today? I woke up and chose violence, honestly. I chose violence. Ladies and gentlemen, our first match of the evening, Ricky Thomas takes on Reverend Supreme Knight. There is no connotation in this match whatsoever. I just wanted to see him fight, to be honest. That's it. What's going on, Daxton? Welcome in. This UCW Breakdown, our Extreme Wrestling show. Stick around. Stop scrolling. Stay and watch. You're going to love it. After that, ladies and gentlemen, King Hipsta, James Wagner, and Elijah Baker take each other on. And if a man could walk out of this match with a W, they might be getting looked at to take on whoever the Prince of Carnage is after tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And then after that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say ladies and gentlemen about 7 more times in the next 5 seconds. I'm just going to let y'all know. Carlos Gonzales takes on Isaac Ramírez and Big Johnson and Azrael. Azrael and Big Johnson have not been seen since winning the undisputed, or not the undisputed, since winning the Unified Tag Team Championships at All Hallows Wrath. They have not been seen. They were attacked by Radcore and Ogre, and they have been gone. They have come back here tonight to take on Carlos Gonzales and Isaac Ramírez, UCW's hottest tag team coming out at the moment. After that, Vintora takes on MJ Steele and Nolan Omega. Nolan Omega back in the singles division. Vintora back on the main roster, and MJ Steele in his second match in UCW. If the winner of whoever wins this one might be moving to the Deathlock division, or they might have a shot at a world championship here in a couple of days. Who knows? After that, Baker Pierce in his UCW debut takes on Drewfie for the Deathlock championship. Drewfie holding that shit, locking it down, gatekeeping the hell out of the division at this point. What you love to see from the submission specialist. And then after that, ladies and gentlemen, John Styles called Owen Thomas out in the Discord earlier this week and said that if Owen Thomas really thinks he had what it takes to be the King of Carnage, then he was going to have to take the King of Carnage championship away from John Styles. This means that if John Styles wins here tonight, not only does he win the Prince of Carnage championship back, he becomes the third ever UCW, or no, not the third ever. I think he might be the first ever 3-time. Let me check championship history. Let me get this where I can still see y'all. Hello. Overdrive. Yeah, because John beat Hipsta, and then and then Owen beat him. So he joined 2-time. He joined the two-time. So he'd be the third ever 2-time Fighting Spirit champion, the first ever 2-time King of Carnage. There's a whole bunch of shit that comes with this match. What's going on, Barter? Welcome in, welcome in. My name is UCW, and I am the GM of UCW Breakdown. Little puppy. All right, let's start this shit off. I want to hit my vape. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Let's start this shit off. I'm going to cut my webcam. We got Ricky Thomas versus Supreme Knight going up next. I got to get their music pulled up before I botch this completely. I've got too much energy. I've got way too much energy right now, and I'm going to explode. I'm going to blow up. I'm going to blow up the Chrysler building. But how's it going, Barter? Welcome in, welcome in. This is UCW Breakdown, to be specifically. It's our Extreme Rules branded show. The nap hit, bro, the nap hit insane. I'm not gonna lie. What's going on, Rat? What's going on? It's gonna be one of those episodes of Breakdown, ladies and gentlemen, just so y'all know. Welcome back to the Breakdown Arena. Making their way down to the ring first, ladies and gentlemen, the father, I almost said the oldest father, the father of Adam Thomas, the father of Owen Thomas, the King's Debt champion, a 2-time Continental champion. ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Thomas making his way down to the ring. Trying to find my way around, find my way around the city. Yeah, I mean, that can be a problem, my brother. Oh. That shit was loud as hell, Hipsta. I'm find you. Only man to defend the King of Carnage title as the only King of Carnage and the first ever 3-time Prince of Carnage, which means I will be calling a shot if it happens. But of course, Owen has beaten before, so let's see if he proves it. It will make you the first ever 3-time Prince of Carnage. It will make you a 2-time Fighting Spirit and a 2-time King of Carnage. John censored. No, I had to cut the link because the length was causing problems on YouTube. Stuff was getting copyrighted because apparently that sound is copyrighted. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way down to the ring, representing the church. I need to turn the music up for entrances so that y'all can hear them better. I had them turned down because of the casino in the city. Ladies and gentlemen, Supreme Knight still holding the Clash contract after cashing it in. There was a little bit of bullshit that happened in that match, and Supreme Knight said that he wasn't giving us back the briefcase, so we said he could keep it. He could cash it in again. That's a big-ass man, y'all. He's about 6'6", about 350 pounds, something crazy like that. I ain't gonna talk shit to him. He can do whatever the fuck he wants, to be honest. He can own UCW if he really wanted to. New theme under construction. That's a bet. Ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Thomas, Supreme Knight going at it in the middle of the ring. Oh my god, that's loud. Ricky Thomas takes down Supreme very early. He pulling a Miz. Stretching the neck and back of Supreme Knight early on, ladies and gentlemen. DDT from Supreme Knight lays out Ricky Thomas in the middle of the ring. And you know what? Even if it's in the corner, it's in the middle of the ring. You want to know why? Because I fucking said so. I swear y'all think I do like hard drugs. Just by the way that I act like this. No, this is what happens when I've actually slept. If I win it, 3-time Prince of Carnage, Owen already defended his Fighting Spirit on Tuesday, so this technically... No, it's for both championships, because that's what I said. UBA... I'll have to go through and check the actual match cards, or to check and see if you'd be a 3-time Fighting Spirit. But from what I can remember, it'd be a 2-time, because you went to face Owen for it, and Owen won, or Owen defended it and beat you, because you beat Hipsta to become King of Carnage, and then Owen took the Prince of Carnage championship from you, and then Hipsta beat him for it, and then he beat Hipsta, and he's had it since. Supreme Knight, table on the inside. But if the King of Carnage championship is the one that's going to be above the belt, then if fucking John Style pulls that shit down, he gets both championships. That's just how that works. The championship signifies both championships, not just one. Ricky Thomas, roll-up cover, takes down Supreme Knight. Supreme Knight with a reversal. Going for a cover of his own. Only a count of one. Ricky Thomas gets him off the top of him. Big punch. That's about right. Yeah, you were the first 2-time Fighting Spirit by beating Owen Thomas, and then he became the second by beating you for it, and then John would become the third 2-time by beating him tonight if he did, because he would get the Fighting Spirit championship with the King of Carnage. He'd be the third 2-time Fighting Spirit, and it'd be his third Prince of Carnage. Yes. Ricky Thomas misses the spear through the ropes, and then he'd be a 2-time King of Carnage. Takes the legs out from underneath Ricky Thomas. Ricky rolls out from underneath the ring. Supreme picks up the table. Off the middle rope. Ricky Thomas with a drop kick. Table bounces into the face of Supreme Knight. Supreme Knight goes down. Off the... Supreme just drops Ricky Thomas. Choke slam. Goes outside, grabs a chair. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an Extreme Rules match. Chair shot across the body of Ricky Thomas. Can I feel more comfortable if I set up with you? I mean, mid-card titles, yeah. It's a fair statement. But he's trying to get back to that world title picture. So do these mid-card titles even matter? Into the ropes. Drops him down onto his back. Supreme Knight outpowering the Dark Horse at the moment. Only a count of 2. Ricky Thomas still in the match. Why does this feel so loud? Why does the music feel so loud? Supreme Knight waiting for Ricky Thomas to stand. Almost a highway to heaven. Almost a highway to heaven. Supreme Knight with a reversal stops the assault from Ricky Thomas. Kendo stick in his hand. Supreme Knight cracks Ricky Thomas across the back of the head. Hits him on the shoulder too. Trying to let loose across the back as well. Breaks it across his face. It's also robotic with game sound. That fix it. That table is on fire. Big chops across the face. Elbows to the body. Forearm to the back. Ricky Thomas not in a good position. Supreme Knight bumps into him. Might have been the only thing that saved him. Supreme Knight. This is Ricky Thomas's move. Drops him on his face. Going for another cover. Supreme Knight has been a powerhouse so far. Only a count of 2. But yeah, no, I muted it. It could be there could be interference somewhere in the connection. I'll just have to unplug stuff after school and get it fixed. It's not too hard. Oh, no, I thought he was going for that table with the trifecta. I didn't know if it was going to line up, but I thought it was going to happen. By the back of the head, Supreme Knight up against that flaming table. Ricky Thomas looking to turn the tide of this match. Belly to belly through the flaming table will do that. It'll do that. Going for the cover. Only a count of 1. Supreme Knight still in it. He's getting up to his feet. Table in his hands. Bouncing the table off the face of Supreme Knight. Already a crack along the riveting. Supreme Knight's hard-ass head just broke that table. Up to his feet, Ricky Thomas catches him with a punch to the body. For actually using the table. Exactly, thank you. Pay no attention to the rope, literally on his foot. Hey, shh. Standing belly drop from Ricky Thomas. Stomps down on the back of the arm. Takes down Supreme again. Elbow drop. Big knee to the side of the face. Supreme Knight goes down. Ricky Thomas taking a little bit of control late in this match. He almost got taken out. Putting Supreme through that burning table might have been all it took to tie him up again. Still steps in the hands of the Dark Horse. Catches Supreme Knight with 3 big punches. Drops him down onto the outside. Ricky Thomas, the smaller man, but definitely strong. Big A muzzle. Yeah, big A muzzle. Supreme Knight stands up. Thomas went for a DDT. Supreme reversed it. Clothesline on the outside. Throws him into the inside of the ring. Steel chair in his hand. Supreme throws it down on top of Ricky Thomas. That's not very church-like. That's twice he stopped that one. Going for a submission. Big elbows to the body. Through the ropes. Clothesline takes down Supreme. Going for the cover. Got the 2 count, not the 3 though. Ricky Thomas. Steel chair back in his hands. Setting the chair up in the corner. Ricky Thomas misses the grab on Supreme Knight. Huge knee to the face, misses as well. Supreme Knight digging his draws. What are you doing? Into the ropes. Ricky drops down. Elbow misses. Up onto his shoulders. Picks him up above his head in the middle of the ring and drops him back down on the logo. Supreme is going up to the top rope. Elbow drop misses from Supreme Knight. Into the corner. Thomas has got him up on the top rope. This does not look good for the Reverend. Got him by the back of the head. Massive suplex. I just spit everywhere. Ricky Thomas standing on the middle of the rope. Suplexes Supreme Knight back into the ring. Gets him onto his shoulders again. Drops him onto his knee. Only a count of 2. Supreme Knight still in this one. Underneath the bottom rope. Ricky Thomas going back outside for those steel steps. Slides him into the ring. Supreme Knight making his way to his feet. Big clothesline takes him down. Ricky Thomas just got laid out flat. Picking Ricky Thomas up by the face and slamming him back down into the ring. Only a count of 2 for Supreme. Alabama slam? No. Nope. Not this time. Throws the steel chair back down on top of Ricky Thomas. Throwing the steps onto the face of Ricky as well. Ricky's busted open. Supreme Knight waiting in the corner for Ricky Thomas to stand up. Highway to heaven to Ricky Thomas. He gets dropped. 3. Supreme Knight just dog-walked Ricky Thomas just a little bit, tad bit, just like a small amount, just like a fraction, you know, like he definitely damn. Ladies and gentlemen, Supreme Knight walking away with the W. Congratulations to him. Congratulations. Ricky Thomas. I mean, you fought like a motherfucker. You fought like a badass, for real. Dog walked, really. I mean, like, you had good moments. You showed offense. I'm not saying you didn't, but like, he outpowered you from the jump. You feel me? And then like, just continued to outpower, and he literally just fucking did this like if he was playing volleyball and went whoa, and you went whoa. He normally does. See, that's crazy because Supreme Knight can't win for shit, and everybody else is EFED, even his own. So Ricky Thomas just really don't like the Reverend, apparently, and the Reverend really don't like Ricky Thomas. That's what I'm picking up on. There's some type of internal feud between these ones and zeros that we got to get to the bottom of. Hopefully be coming back to stream soon. I miss him so much. I miss him so much. I just need the game to load. We're back to this shit. Ladies and gentlemen, King Hipsta takes on James Wagner and Elijah Baker. These three men all looking for an opportunity at main roster gold. What's going on, Hank? How's it going? All three of these men looking for main roster gold, and if they can win this match, they might move one step closer to that dream. King Hipsta, obviously the most experienced out of all three of these men. James Wagner, fairly new to UCW. Elijah Baker, a former UCW Prime champion. A lot of great names on the list. Where did the other one go? Why is his the one that... It's Hipsta, I'm sorry. Hipsta, I'm sorry. Hipsta, I'm sorry. There he is. Anyway, good match. Need to head out. Have a good night. You too, NJ.
In the ring, he steps with fury, no fear. King gets his ear, the crowd starts to cheer. Muscles flexing, shadows fall. Opponents crumble like they're hitting the wall. Heavy fists like bricks, they land. Never backs down, the crowd can't stand. Victory anthem plays on his beat. Every fall echoes feel that heat.
Ladies and gentlemen, King Hipsta, the first ever two-time Fighting Spirit champion, the man who holds the reign for most consecutive defenses, unless Owen Thomas can win here tonight. That will remain that way for quite some time. This man, a couple of world championship opportunities that have slipped through his fingers, but he's put them through hell every single time. Shout out specifically on this channel showing up blank. I just see new introduction. Are shout outs not working? That's unfortunate. I'll have to look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, making their way down to the ring next, he is the assassin, James Wagner.
Target locked. No light, no sound, no trace. Just the calm before the chase. Every step a measured line. Every breath a countdown sign. The crowd fades out. I see the frame. Lead you, play them, play the game. No emotion, no mistake. Every life has a point to break.
That's weird to me, issue. That's good to know. Yeah, but like, why would it be doing it? And is it something I don't like?
Every strike is planned precise. Every kill rolls just like dice. And I've got a zero pulse. No fear, no fault, no falls. Cut deep, move clean. I'm the ghost between your screams. And I've got a zero pulse. No heart to halt, no loss. When I move, I erase. Welcome to your final place. Cold red, still calm, steady hand. I don't kill rage, I kill command. If you blink, I disappear. You'll feel the end before I'm near. Rose lights the fuse, I am the flame. Together, perfection, never the same. One moves fast, one stays still. Two souls, wired to kill. You can run, but you can't hide. I don't miss, I bide my time. Every strike is planned precise. Every kill rolls just like dice. I've got a zero pulse. No fear, no fault, no falls. Cut deep, move clean. I'm the ghost between your screams. I've got a zero pulse. No heart to halt, no loss. When I move, I erase. Welcome to your final place. Breathe in,
What the fuck?
exhale, pull. Silence.
That's so weird. Ladies and gentlemen, making their way down to the ring next, he is a brawler like no one else knows in UCW, a former Prime champion, only a few matches on the main roster, and he has made an impact this far. Ladies and gentlemen, Elijah Baker making his way down to the ring.
Came from the block where the nights get cold. Every move I make, man, the story gets told. Never had a crew, had to grind on my own. Every step, every hit, yeah, I carved my throne. You can't buy heart, you can't fake my pain. I broke those locks, now I run this game. No leash, no master, no hand on the wheel. The lone wolf's here, and the bite is real. I'm free now, no chain, no chain. I'm built for the bank, no chain, no chain. Every win, every slide, my day, no chain. Was a wolf from the storm, I reign, no chain. I'm free now, no chain, no chain. I'm built for the bank, no chain, no chain. Every win, every scar, my day, no chain. Was a wolf from the storm, I reign, no chain, no chain. Sharp like the edge of a switchblade swing. I'm the reason every bell got that victory. the whole damn world gotta feel that rush. Ain't no friends in the fight, just predator prey.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. A triple threat elimination match between these three men is set for one fall for each of them. James Wagner going for Hipsta very early on, trying to target the back now. Hipsta not even able to stand Elijah Baker, taking advantage as soon as he gets done. Big elbow to the face. Drops him down onto it. Stomp misses. Head trapped. Big suplex from Hipsta. Drops. Elijah Baker drops Hipsta down across his knees. Stomping onto his back. Everybody seems to have the same game plan when it comes to King Hipsta. Just keep his ass down, apparently. Knees to the back. James Wagner now keeping Elijah Baker down. Big reversals to the body. Huge elbows. Hipsta not able to get any offense in. He got that one suplex, but has been kept his back to the mat for the rest of the match. Big reversal. He's back up to his feet. Trying to take it to James Wagner. James Wagner with a reversal. Now, Thez press out of nowhere takes down Elijah Baker as well. James Wagner is definitely here to fight. Up against the ropes. Big elbow to the face. Hipsta fights him off. Off the top rope, he misses. Big punches to the body. Forearms to the back as well. Double axe handle. Keeps him coming. I'm going to go find something. Okay. What the hell is going on in here? There's so, oh my god. What the fuck did I miss? Baker got busted open. Okay. Elijah with big elbows to the body of Hipsta. Wagner standing right there, looking to take advantage of literally anything that he can. Into the steel steps. Hipsta's in this match. He's fired up. Stomps down across the body of Wagner. Big kicks from Elijah Baker. Damn! Wagner might have just saved Hipsta right there with that sledgehammer shot, bouncing Elijah off the barricade. Kick to the body, misses. Stares at the secret fourth competitor. Hey. Drops the elbow down onto the leg of Wagner. Hammer shot misses. Baker fighting him off. Down onto the hammer handle. Only a count of 2. Big punch to the body, misses. Down onto his back. Elijah Baker keeping the pressure on. Big suplex to Hipsta. Drops the elbow across his chest as well. Over the top rope. Wow. James Wagner makes his way in. Drops the back across the apron. Big kick to the face of James Wagner. Hipsta takes down Elijah Baker. Big kick to the body. Clothesline takes down Wagner. Hipsta's waiting for him to stand. He's got him. King's crossing in the middle of the ring. Hipsta's going for the cover. Baker's lighting a table on fire. Only a count of 2. Wagner's still in this. Tried to bounce off the ropes. Baker takes him down with a ladder. Big forearms across the face of Elijah Baker. Big kick to the body. Baker's got a chokehold in place. Wagner's got him on his shoulders. Let me catch my breath. Exactly. Hipsta's getting the crowd back into it, keeping Elijah Baker down. Kick to the body. Power bomb lands. Big punches to the back of the neck. Drops him. Hipsta's getting covered. He's not going for it. He's getting covered. Wagner not able to get it done. Elijah Baker, was that a highway to heaven? Pedigree from Hipsta. That is not where he wants to be right now. That is not where he wants to be. Off the top rope, able to successfully get something done. Drop kicks the shit out of Elijah Baker instead of going through that flaming table like I really thought he was going to. Only a count of 2. Baker's still in this one. Big punch misses. Hipsta gets the reversal, gets off the shoulders of James Wagner. That is definitely not where he wanted to be. Holy shit. Hipsta just got abducted by aliens for a second there. Did y'all see that? He got the hell out of Dodge. Hipsta's gonna lay outside for a second, catch his breath. James Wagner is struggling to throw Elijah Baker around on the end. So huge clothesline folds him in half. Drop kick lays out Hipsta as well. Chair set up in the corner. Said level up and knocked Hipsta to the 13th floor. Stomping across the back of James Wagner. Spear lays out Hipsta. This does not look good for the former Fighting Spirit champion. Only 2. Stays in it. That table's still on fire out there. I'm just going to point that out. I got you done. Big kicks to the leg. Baker gets out of the way. Up against the ropes. Clothesline sends Baker over the ropes. Wagner going for a cover. 3. But didn't he just kick out against Elijah? Didn't he just... Didn't he... Like, nothing happened to Hipsta in between the pin from Elijah and the pin to Wagner, right? Because it was Wagner and Elijah fighting. That's some bullshit, 2K. Why would... Yes, because he had a chance. He kicked out of a fucking pin and had the chance to lay there and catch his breath, and he somehow didn't kick out the second time. That makes complete sense. I'm a little pissed for you. No matches are rigged to Peter Durman. AI does what AI wants. I mean, we've said that a few times tonight. I don't think that we needed to reiterate it. Now it sounds like we're trying to cover something up. That ain't the case. But now that's what it sounds like. Power bomb onto a steel chair from Elijah Baker. Oh, shit. Wagner not in a good position. He is alone with a powerhouse in UCW. This man has been on a rampage. Only a count of 2. 2K will 2K sometimes. That's... Like, what gets me is the fact that he kicked out against Elijah after he had took the fucking big-ass hammer fist thing and the spear. But fucking Wagner walks up after all of this shit has happened like 3 minutes ago and can get the fucking pin on him. That doesn't make any sense. Big knees to the face. So personally, I could say that in my scorebook, Hipsta won't be fucking... There won't be repercussions for that. Going for the cover. The blood of Elijah Baker staining the outside. Only a count of 1. Wagner's waiting for him. Kick to the body. DDT again. Only 2. Under the ropes. Sledgehammer in his hands. Drops it down across the body of Elijah Baker. Kicks out and then gets pinned after apparently getting punched by the air on the ground. Yeah, like, I don't... Why would have he gotten... Like, that doesn't make any sense. The back of the head of James Wagner just bounced off that hammer. It just bounced off that hammer. He just got put down on top of that trash can. And down onto the logo. The back of the head hitting the hammer once again. James Wagner folded in half by Elijah Baker. Kendo stick in his hands. Wagner with a reversal somehow. Drops him face first, coating the white skull in the middle of the ring with blood. Elijah Baker just saved his own life off the top rope. Big forearm to the face. Kendo stick to the leg. Wagner trying to stand up. Big forearm to the face. Takes down Baker. Going for the cover. Only 2. Leg drop from James Wagner. Obviously trying to affect the circulation of blood to the brain of Elijah Baker, but he's got him on his shoulders. Power bomb onto the ladder. Baker going for the cover. Only 2. Kendo stick gets knocked out of his hand. Catches him. Big kick to the face. Baker's got such a big reserve, ladies and gentlemen. This dude can just go and go and go. Someone better go through that table. It's been on fire for 10 minutes. I agree, Drewfie. I agree. Big elbows to the face. Elijah Baker gets off the shoulders of James Wagner. He goes up onto his shoulders. Tosses him across the ring. Just drops him face first. Going for the cover. The flaming table is there because it's an Extreme Wrestling show and we have to look cool. Elijah Baker wins. Ladies and gentlemen, Elijah Baker back on the up and up in UCW. Maybe one of the people who has been affected a little bit of the most by the dissolving of Prime and the lack of a third show for other people to go and prosper on. Elijah Baker has been thrown into a couple of matches where he has been the #1 contender and wasn't able to pull it away, but there's been so many different people in the match that maybe it's just the fact that he wasn't able to get locked in on the person he needed to beat. Elijah Baker moving up into the #1 contender spot for the Prince of Carnage Championship. He will face whoever wins the main event of here tonight. I didn't even know he was on. Yeah, what's going on? Crazy. Well, what's going on? YouTube probably didn't send a notification. That's fine. They don't love me. Definitely didn't. Them damn whores. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, we've got a tag team match. We've got Ballin out, Carlos Gonzales and Issac Ramírez taking on the active, united tag team champions, Azrael Black, Big Johnson. I just seen you when I was scrolling. Oh, well, yep, here I am. Hi. Welcome back to the Breakdown Arena. Making their way down to the ring first, ladies and gentlemen. These two men have taken UCW by storm. One of the hottest tag teams in the game right now, Carlos Gonzales and Issac Ramírez. Balling out. Moving up the rankings of the division. I missed most of it happened after King got pinned, sadly. Oh, you know, you did great. I mean, you got the dub. You know what I'm saying? You did great. Fuck. Yeah. I'm fine. Yeah, I just forgot to do something.
1, 2, 3, let it flow. Watch me rise, here we go. Up and feeling like a pro. Watch me light it up and glow. Moving fast, I run the show. Taking over, watch me grow. Full speed, no time to slow. On the rise.
Ladies and gentlemen, making their way down to the ring, representing the Empire of Pain. He is one half of your active tag team champions. He probably will not come out with the belt because 2K does not like Big Johnson and Azrael being a tag team for some reason. Also, Drewfie, just so you know, just in case Ballin out wins this match, we're not going to talk about it. Okay? I shit you not. I went in my brain and changed it. I went into the tag team section in this fucking game and think I changed it, but I'm almost certain I didn't actually get to the victory section. Because 2K was hoeing me, and I was like, it's already like past 6. I just got to get the show on the road. So there's a chance it's not changed. But I will not go in live because that'll reveal some shit going on behind the scenes. But I'll send you a picture later if we do. Nah, it's not 2K's fault. I take full accountability for my actions. I did this one. Can't believe you never took the easy out. No. Ladies and gentlemen, making their way down to the ring, he is the Demon King, Azrael Black. The Empire of Pain. They got 3 of their competitors on the card tonight, but their leader, over the course of the week, made an alarming announcement. Ace Anderson hanging up his boots for the time being, I think, guys. It's very sad to see him go. That man was the 2nd ever Deathlock champion, defeated this guy right here to become the 2nd ever Deathlock champion. Still your longest reigning Deathlock champion. Multi-time world title matches. In the brightest lights, we can never see him do it. I hope he goes home. I hope he gets his head right, and I hope he comes back better than ever. Ladies and gentlemen, Ace Anderson, our first nominee into the UCW Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, this man right here is the other half of your active unified tag team champions. The partner of Big John, representing the Empire of Pain. Isaac Ramírez, Carlos Gonzales, Big Johnson, Azrael Black. 4 men. 1 fall. Johnson fighting off both members of Ballin out already. The way that these matches usually work, ladies and gentlemen, Azrael Black keeps him busy while Big Johnson does the damage, and then Big Johnson keeps him busy while Azrael Black finishes the match. Carlos Gonzales and Isaac Ramírez, though, are not to be disrespected or slouched on. These 2 men have showed up and shown out, working towards an even record, working towards a tag team championship. And what better way to prove that you are ready to be a champion than to defeat your active tag team champions? Radcore and Ogre obviously lurking around the corner somewhere. They attacked a member of Ballin Out a couple of weeks ago. They attacked Azrael Black and Big Johnson. They have attacked a couple of different people. It seems fairly evident these men are making a statement that the tag team division is theirs. Big kick to the face, drops Ramírez. Ramírez fighting against Big Johnson the best he can. Drop kick doesn't even make him fall. Gonzales bumps into him. They almost killed Ethan Omega that one time. They did almost kill Ethan Omega that one time. Ethan Omega got thrown from a 2nd story little like walkway thing. Gazebo area, is that what you'd call it? And then, Ogre threw Ethan Omega from there, off of it, into the railing. The face of Ethan Omega bounced off the railing. Ethan Omega fell like a solid 7 or 8 feet down, and then proceeded to get right back up. Azrael Black flips Gonzales over his shoulder. Johnson throws him into the ring. Yeah, they threw Issac off that one little mini roof platform onto the ground as well. Yeah, they straight onto his back. Honestly, might be worse than what happened to Ethan Omega. Ethan Omega caught a metal bar to the face and then fell a couple of feet. You know, I mean, Ramírez got thrown off of it, like thrown down an entire building, pretty much. And you know, those buildings backstage are like 14 fucking feet off the ground, and he got fucking thrown off the person. So that's like 15, 16 feet. Ramírez with a kendo stick to Big Johnson. Azrael gets up to his feet. Ramírez right there, trying to stay in control for as long as possible. These two men learned in the Bound by Blood Tag Team Classic that if they don't stick together through this and be on the same page throughout this entire match, they will not win. Both men able to hold their own whenever they have to fight in one-on-two situations, but this is not how that match will end. Big punch to the face from Johnson. Ethan also went off a cell a couple weeks later, so I don't know. Ethan might be traumatized. The cell might be worse. Isaac might be traumatized too. Maybe just guys in big red purple masks is scary to him now. You can't go to Chuck E. Cheese's no more, bro. Down onto the chair. Gonzales trying to take out Azrael early. Count of 2. Up to the top rope. Looked like a little bit of a frog splash from Gonzales. Azrael going for a cover out of nowhere. Only a count of 1. Rolls him over, going for another cover. Azrael Black not in a good position. Face mask already coming off. Only a count of 2. The ladder just bounced off the legs of that table. But Johnson's about to knock it over, but the ladder's not interactable anymore, so that shit's fucking crazy. Sorry, kids, we're crazy tonight. You're good, brother. You're good. Drops the body down on Johnson, going for the cover. Azrael still laying down. Up to the middle rope. Frog splash misses. You good now? I was talking to you, not them. What happened in there? You good now? Okay. No, you just dug a hole. That's weird. No, you dug a hole in your pancake. I watched you do it. Oh yeah, I forgot. Pancakes are just syrup delivery devices for you. That makes sense. Okay. Children and sugar, I swear to God. Gonzales fighting off Azrael once again. Drops him face first, busted wide open. Monster of UCW, the one and only master of the belly drop, and of course creator, owner of HIW. Go find it. Mr. Red Corner. Through the table. Isaac Ramírez and Carlos Gonzales wasting no time at the moment. They seem bound and determined to get to the tag team champions after the events that happened to Isaac Ramírez a couple of days ago. These two men wasting no time to put down their opponents. Azrael Black has looked lost this entire match. Johnson might be too slow to save him. Yes, he is. Ballin out very quickly, very assertingly. Put down your active tag team champions. Hydrate. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Shut up. We don't have to look at it. You don't. I'm not even. No. You don't. No. No. You. No. No. You don't have to look at it. You're not gonna look at it. No. No. You don't get to. I'm sorry. No, like I said, I went into the tag team, went into the victory thing, and then I think something happened. And I ended up pressing circle because I thought that I got it covered, but it didn't save, obviously. But I can't even remember if I actually went in and fucking did it. Balling out just balled out.
Wow.
That's crazy. They just dominated. They just dominated. Ballin out, beating the active champions. Part of that could be the absence of Ace Anderson. Azrael Black and Big Johnson could be without a little bit of guidance. They could be distracted. Gotta think that puts them front and center for a possible title shot. I mean, usually that's how it works in UCW. If you can beat the champion, I usually start looking at you. Yeah. I mean, okay, well, I think we would need 2 things now, though, right? Here, let me email you. Hi. Everything okay? Have we ever seen the Empire of Pain get one-sided like that? Not really. I mean, not really. Members of the Empire of Pain usually do pretty good. I mean, they showed up out of nowhere, ran through the Tag Team Classic, and then got the championships. So it's a little odd for me as well. I can't say that I've seen it outright before. Ladies and gentlemen, making their way down to the ring, I believe he is Vintora, your former Prime Internet champion. This man right here, the spirit of Prime, lives on through this man, I swear. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way down to the ring. I believe this is his 2nd or 3rd match in UCW. MJ Steele making his way on down. The Iron Sky is in UCW, ladies and gentlemen. Even though we saw the match card, the Titantron and Banner movies being generic, made me think Clint was about to walk out. Sorry, Vintora.
Slow, steady, precise, every breath calculated, every move like ice, leather dripping.
And ladies and gentlemen, making his return to the singles division, Nolan correct. Or no, not Nolan correct. Nolan Omega. What the fuck? What just happened to my brain? MJ Steele made his debut on Tuesday. What I thought.
With a different name, didn't ask, didn't wait, didn't kneel. I'm the person they pretending real. Roll snap when I step through. Every scar's just painted proof. Talk legacy, I'm the glitch in the plan. I ain't a rookie, I'm the next goddamn man.
1 second, ladies and gentlemen.
One shot, no luck, no trust. Given it surging blood, built from pain. Detroit soul, contained in my veins.
I'm gonna try and do this shit on the fly. Y'all gonna have to ignore the shitty commentary for a second. I'm gonna try and do this on the fly because I didn't do it when I was supposed to because I thought it was a idiot one. Turn that off again. MJ Steele taking the fight to Nolan Omega while Vintora goes down. MJ Steele taking the fight to Nolan Omega. All three men on the outside, Nolan and MJ trying to take down Wall Vintora. Nolan snaps the neck of MJ Steele. Vintora catches him with a forearm across the back. MJ Steele and then Nolan Omega still taking the fight to Wall Vintora on the outside. Nolan Omega drops Wall Vintora down onto his face. MJ takes down Nolan. Big punches to the face. Wall Vintora goes down. Nolan catches him with a drop kick. MJ goes down. DDT drops Nolan Omega. Bless you. Nolan pulls out a ladder. MJ right there. Big chop across the chest. Huge kick misses. Nolan Omega putting up a fight. No, I'm not eating. I'm making a theme song. And I'm looking back and forth between the monitors and shit like that. Nolan Omega goes into the steps. Wall Vintora's got the hammer. Throws it down across the back of Nolan Omega. Wall Vintora falls down on top of MJ. MJ not strong enough to get him up. Up to his feet. Nolan Omega throws him down on top of the hammer. German suplex from Nolan, throws him across the ring. Trash can in hand. Big kick to the body. While Vintora gets his face bounced off the bottom of a trash can. MJ Steele makes his way over, only a count of 2. Vintora still in the match. Big kick to the side of the face of MJ Steele. Elbow to the body. Big knee to the chest. Nolan Omega now down for a couple of minutes. MJ Steele, big kicks to the face, trying to keep Vintora down. Spanish fly. And tries to get him into the ring. Nolan Omega says no. Big punches to the body. Drops him down on his knee. I just need you to load. Vintora gets back up to his feet. What the fuck just happened? Nolan broke the laws of physics twice now. How's it going, Tech Cookie Gaming? That's a new name. How you doing, brother? How you doing? This is UCW Breakdown, our Extreme Wrestling show. Hope you are enjoying your time. If you're interested in joining, make sure you check the Discord in the channel description. Hit that subscribe button while you're over there. And then join the Discord. Check out how to become united. And that's how you can join all of us. What's going on, Nolan? Just in time. Nolan going for the cover on Wall Vintora. Wall Vintora had been taking a lot of damage in this match. Only a count of 2 results from it. MJ Steele, DDT. Yes, this is an elimination match, brother. Elbow drop from MJ Steele. What's it for? It's not for anything. It's just a singles match. RKO. It's to move up the rankings in general. It's just to get a win. Wins are good. MJ Steele going for the cover on Nolan Omega as we slide across. What the fuck just happened? Also, Nolan, since you're not a part of the Discord, you don't know this, but we are getting a 3rd show, my brother. Which means more opportunity for singles competition for both the Omegas. More opportunity for tag team and singles opportunity for the Omega boys. Glad I finally have a match. You have matches at least like once every 2 weeks. Big kick to the face. Wall Vintora and Nolan Omega now taking the fight to MJ Steele. MJ Steele gets an attitude adjustment. Going for the cover. Only 2. Stomping it down on the back of the head of Wall Vintora. So the tag division in that show is going to be every tag team in UCW. There's going to be a mixed tag team division and then a tag team division. It's going to be every tag team in UCW is going to be a part of that division. And then we're going to go back to having distinctive divisions on each show. Bouncing the face of Nolan Omega off the ring post. Granted, they're unified titles right now, so like distinct divisions doesn't matter. But there's gonna be 4 from one show, 4 from the other, maybe 5 from one show, 5 from the other, and then all 10 teams will be on Awakening. Is what I'm trying to say. It's the same as everybody in the Breakdown World Championship picture and everybody in the Overdrive World Championship picture will be in the Awakening World Championship picture. But Awakening is gonna be on a heavyweight, light heavyweight, junior heavyweight kind of scale. It's going to be a light heavyweight, a heavyweight and a light heavyweight championship. There's going to be a TV championship. There's going to be the mixed tag. There's going to be the tag team. There's going to be the women's championship. And then I think I have room for one more. Big punch to the face. Nolan Omega flips Vintora over. MJ Steel right there. Big punch. I want to win the TV championship. Makes sense. Table gets set up in the middle of the ring. MJ Steel rolls out. Table gets knocked down. Nolan Omega went for a massive super kick. Got caught by a Hurricane Rana instead. Steel throws him over the ropes. My fave titles have always been TV titles. That makes sense. Instead of TV, it might be internet, but it's going to be the same concept. Just because we're not on TV yet, we're on the internet. Going for a submission. MJ Steel almost had Nolan. He had to let go. Nolan catches him. Big suplex. Doesn't work. Steel with a reversal. Takes the legs out from underneath Nolan Omega. Big punch to the back of the head. Drops Vintora onto the top of his. Trash can gets thrown down on top of wall. Big punch to the body. Slams him down onto the table. Going for the cover. Vintora breaks up the pin. Throws the trash can down on top of Nolan Omega and breaks up the pin. Nolan with a reversal, catches him with an elbow. Clothesline lays him out. MJ Steel takes advantage. Power bomb through the trash can. Nolan Omega rolls out. MJ Steel catching his breath as well. Vintora going for the table. Nolan catches MJ. Suplex on the outside. Drops him down on the back of his head. It hits the hammer. Big kick to the body and a DDT lays out Vintora. Going for the cover on Vintora. Only two. Nolan Omega trying to finish off both men at the moment. Pause. Headbutt to the face of Nolan. MJ drops Vintora again. Three. MJ Steel. Nolan Omega. Up to the top rope. Steel takes the table down, heads onto the outside. Nolan Omega waiting for him. That's a hammer. That's a hammer that just went into the body of Nolan Omega. MJ trying to end this one right now. Only two. Up to the top rope. Elbow drop lands. Nolan Omega planted on the outside once again. Big elbows to the body. Nolan trying to fight back into this one. He's got him by the back of the head, throws him into the barricade. He's on top of the ladder. It's not a good time. MJ Steel struggling to get up to his feet. Nolan Omega just taking a second to breathe. Big punch to the face. MJ with a reversal. Table shot lands. Keeps them coming. Omega's in their ladders. Exactly. I don't know what this shit is. Big elbow drop to the knee of Nolan Omega. MJ Steel looking for a submission. Working the leg of Nolan. Nolan takes his legs out from underneath and bounces his face off that ladder. Gets him up. Slams him back down onto the outside. The head of MJ Steel bouncing off of the leg of the fucking thing right there. It's like Hardy's in their ladders. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Underneath the ropes. Nolan going up to the top. MJ stands up, catches him and drops him down on top of the ladder, going for the cover. Nolan Omega. Only 2. The Hardy Boys of UCW. They don't have the look for it, or I'd agree. I mean, I guess. What the fuck just happened to MJ Steel? What the fuck just happened? Hell no. That is literally a man possessed. Nolan needs to get the fuck out of the ring. What the fuck just happened? They don't have the look, but they have the ladder skills. I mean, the Hardys have way more than just like big spots. I mean, that's what they're most known for, is like huge spots that do like a lot of damage to their body. But like at one point, they were also just really talented and could do way more than just that. MJ Steel over the top rope. MJ Steel just RKO'd Nolan Omega into the steel steps. And now he's just looking at him. Now he's just looking at him. Oh my God. Going for the cover. MJ Steel. Only 2. Let me get out of the floor. Nolan Omega fights out after all of that. I'm not sure what just happened, but that shit blew my mind. MJ was trying to go off the top rope, but the referee just literally knocked him off of it. Big punch to the back of the head. He's got him by the neck. Drops him. Going for the cover. The fact that Nolan Omega just went like through the steel cutter onto the hammer. Oh, that was clean. Oh, that was clean. Off the bottom rope. Misses the moonsault. He just fucked that whole up. That whole sequence just got fucked up. Because that shit was clean, where he just dropped him onto the hammer that was in his hand. He did it again. He did it again. MJ Steel gets out of the way. Big body shot with the hammer. Nolan Omega looking way better in a singles match than we have seen him look in quite some time. Into the corner. Oh, no, off the ropes. Big kick to the face. Still, sledgehammer misses. Nolan Omega effect. Going for the cover. He's got him on top of the table. Oh my God, I don't know what's happening. He's possessed. I don't know what's happening. Hammer gets dropped across the body of MJ Steel. Nolan Omega is doing everything he can to keep this guy down. DDT onto the hammer, onto the table. MJ Steel somehow alive. Somehow moving. The hammer shot to the chest. Nolan Omega keeps him coming. Across the back this time. Middle rope. The cutter misses. MJ Steel. Off the top. Clothesline. What's happening? MJ Steel. On his shoulders. Down onto the table. Nolan Omega. Nolan Omega. Did he do it? Did he do it? Yes, he did. These guys gonna be out for a while. They might need a week off. They both might need a week off. MJ Steel might need something like a little bit of psychiatric help or something like an exorcist. Thank you for clipping both of those, by the way, Joker. That's appreciated. I thank you very much. Nolan Omega with the W. I was wrong on my prediction. That might have been the match of the night. That was really fucking good. That was really good. That was good. After winning an IC title on another show and then me winning this match. Nolan went, I'm feeling myself. To be honest with you, he went, I'm the fucking king right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Baker Pierce makes a UCW debut here tonight against Drewfie, your Deathlock champion. Will Drewfie hold on to the belt for another week? Or will Baker Pierce show up and take the belt from him like Nolan, or not Nolan, or take the belt from him like Nicholas Kelly did to Ace Anderson? We will find out right now, ladies and gentlemen. Deathlock champions against MMA. Former MMA fighters who make debuts in UCW are not doing very well as far as statistics are concerned. Nolan will not take a week off. He will fight. He will fight. We need to fight more matches. I mean, if it fits the card and it fits the storyline, I got you. The ring announcer is going to let you all know what I already told you. This is a submission match, ladies and gentlemen. Set for one fall between the Deathlock champion, Drewfie, and Mr. Baker Pierce making his UCW debut. I believe this is him right now. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way down to the ring, a former MMA fighter, a former badass, and a current asshole. I don't know. I kind of fucked that up by saying former badass and not current badass. Baker Pierce, ladies and gentlemen, making his way down to the ring.
Right before the choke.
Killer after killer to keep this belt.
Pays the price but controls the goal. A sinner, a shadow's heir.
Dude looks scary. Dude does look scary. Even though the Deathlock title is a submission only title, Drewfie is the only man to ever defend the title in both submission and pinfall matches. He is. He did that on Monday. But ladies and gentlemen, making his way down to the ring, he is your Deathlock champion, undisputed. Possibly the new leader of the Empire of Pain. This is not the main, no. The main is Owen versus John. That's the next one. Co-main, yes sir, yes sir.
Fighting my way through the long dark nights. From the rock to the ring, I'll stand and fight. This is my story, this is my life. Hey, hey, raise it high, ole. True fight fights and I'll never die. Skates on the ice, boots in the ring. Hear the people roar, let the anthem sing. Blood on the boards, sweat on the mat. I carry my home on my back.
This man right here has been through wars to hold that championship, and I'm afraid that there is another war that is going to happen on the way.
Sports here, and that's a fact. Hey, hey, raise it up.
The leader of the Empire of Pain for now, since Ace Anderson's not here at the moment, and he said Drewfie is the leader until Drewfie decides what he wants to do with the Empire of Pain. That is what I'm going to refer to as the Deathlock Championship, a championship that has been held by 3 members of the Empire of Pain. Versus Baker Pierce, a man making his UCW debut, a mountain of a motherfucker, just to be honest. This dude is big, this dude is massive. Too weird to live, too rare to die is an incredible tattoo. I really like that. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss, morning dew. Chef's kiss. Drewfie holding up the Deathlock Championship. Thank you. I have that tattoo IRL. Very nice. Breaking the fourth wall a bit, but are there any talkers in the Empire of Pain anymore with Ace gone? Big Johnson is Ace. They're the same person. Darkwin is Big Johnson and Ace. He's also Sonya G. So he might still talk as them. Azrael Black is 77. He used to be in the Twitch chat pretty consistently. Haven't heard from him in about a month and a half, 2 months. Pretty sure I know why. I reached out to him. He didn't respond. I'm not going to press him. I'm not going to push him. I'm going to respect the boundary that's been placed. So, I mean, he might not be back, but I like the character, and I was never told to stop using the character. So, I mean, while he still fits in storylines, he's got a place here. But it's once we start getting more active people who want to be a part of the roster that I'll have to start looking at who's not active and who has to go, even though I do like them. But for, guys like Ace and stuff like that, we'll put them in the Hall of Fame so we remember who they are and that they're always going to be a part of UCW without actually being on the roster. Drewfie taking the work to Baker Pierce very early. Kick to the chest, gets him off. Baker steps out of the ring, takes a second to catch his breath. Drew's up on that top rope. Baker is damn near eye level with him. Double axe handle. Pierce gets him off of him. Going for a submission. Drew with a reversal. Big kick to the body. Bounces his face off the top turnbuckle. Drew is taken, or not, yeah, no, that is Drew. Drew is taking the fight to Baker, showing him what the Deathlock division is all about. Belly to belly misses. Baker Pierce with a reversal. Big punches to the face. Comes off that middle rope with a forearm and misses. Drew tries to take advantage with a kick to the face and also misses. Knees to the body from Pierce. Leg drop, drops him. Baker Pierce fired up. Gets behind Drew, going for the... He's got him. Drew gets out of it once again. Big kick to the body. Off the middle rope. Drew trying to stay in control tonight. No falls are allowed on the outside. Big punches to the face. Drew taking his time on the outside. Only a count of 2 this far in the submission match. Drew's waiting for Baker to stand. Kick to the body. With a reversal clothesline on the outside. Bouncing Drew off the ring post. Drew with a reversal of his own. Baker with a reversal. These two men never meeting before, going back and forth though. They need to make it to the inside. We've got a count of 8, or count of 9 that's about to happen. If Drewfie gets disqualified, he doesn't win the championship. Don't do this. Don't do this. I don't know what you're talking about. This is the first time they've ever had a match against each other. I don't know what you're talking about. This is the first time they've ever had a match. Collar and elbow tie up. Baker Pierce has got control. Drewfie spears Baker onto the outside. All right, we've used our 1 reset for the evening. It might be memory flash. Drew working the arms of Baker very early on now. Holy fuck, Baker is huge. He's ripped, bro. He is ripped. I don't see him being in the mid-card championship picture for very long. I don't see Drew being in the mid-card championship picture for very long either. We gotta get more people in UCW, guys. There has to be more people in the mid-card division so that the guys who have proved that they should be in the World Championship division can be in the World Champion division. Instead of us having double champions, because that's double duty, and that makes it hard to book pay-per-views. Clothesline. Bouncing the face of Drewfie off the top turnbuckle. Big elbow to the face. Another collar and elbow tie up. Drew trying to plant his feet. Baker Pierce gets control of the arm. Wrenching it once again. Taking Drew down to his knees for just a second. Even more pressure on the shoulder. Baker Pierce. He's got that elbow trapped. That shoulder's pulled back. The arm has been rotated. Drewfie just, like, changed the course of reality, apparently. Baker Pierce struggling to keep Drew locked up. This is the longest collar and elbow tie-up, fucking chain wrestling shit that I've ever seen in my entire life. Drew working the waist of Baker Pierce, putting the pressure around the sides. I call it the Canadian dislocation technique, where I pull my arm out of socket and then pull it off my body and then put it back on. Drewfie became Stretch Armstrong. Working the head now. Baker Pierce. Also, just for I'm controlling camera, not what's going on in the match. There'd be like a whole different like display. You feel me? Like I do this and this happens. Pierce going for a submission. Drew getting out of it. Big kick to the body. Takes down Baker. Stomps down on his arms. Also, Joker, am I supposed to use the new thing that you sent to Discord? Is that the music that I'm supposed to be using? No? Okay, cool. That's a bet. Then I won't put his name on it, so it's just there. Sleeper! 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 Drewfie! 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 What? The way the fucking AI and the... It was good. Like, that was the pacing was great. The exchanges were great. There was good moves. There was good shit. I don't think it should have ended that quickly. I don't think it should have ended that quickly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that should have fucking happened. That's some bullshit. Did y'all miss the ending? He had an answer for everything Drew was doing, and then Drew just hits the... And he just... Nah, I'm good, bro. I don't even want to play no more. Here, let me see if I can... I don't know. Okay. I saw it in the corner. Okay. I was gonna say, it was just back and forth, back and forth. Ab with the cock block. Yep. But no, he had him in the Dragon Sleeper. I think that's Dragon Sleeper. He had him in something, and just Baker started struggling, and I looked over and I was like, yo, is this about to fucking happen? And then he fucking tapped. You know, dude, if I was you, I'd say, fuck the Deathlock division. I don't want to be here no more. These guys don't even want to fight no more. They just want to beat my ass. I don't want to be here no more. I'm just going to go somewhere else. Ladies and gentlemen, the main event of the evening, Owen Thomas takes on John Styles. Owen Thomas looking at his opportunity to become the undisputed King of Carnage and join John Styles in history as one of 2 men to ever hold the Prince of Carnage Championship and Fighting Spirit Championship undisputedly. Owen Thomas currently holding the Prince of Carnage and Fighting Spirit Championships. John Styles, if he wins this one right here, will become the one and only man to not only become a King of Carnage, but become a 2-time King of Carnage. We'll be dethroned and Baker will be the one to do it. This is not over. Oh. And then he goes. It's the heart in the parentheses for me. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a TLC match. And making his way down to the ring first, he is your Fighting Spirit champion, your Prince of Carnage champion, the youngest son of Ricky Thomas. Ladies and gentlemen, Owen Thomas making his way on down. Go cut a promo in the Discord. He already cut a promo, but I'm very interested to see how he comes off of this one. Already writing it, very nice. That's my type of shit. That's my type of shit right there. That's what we like to hear. What's good, bro? What's going on, Unknown? How you doing, man? I hope you were having a great day. Owen, stop throwing my belts. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, a man who he has thought about apparently for years and years and years, the way that he focuses on it. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way down to the ring, the one and only King of Carnage in history to be undisputed, the only 2-time Prince of Carnage champion. Ladies and gentlemen, John Styles making his way down to the ring.
Got the crowd on tilt, my name stitched in victory, guilt by guilt. Legacy loud, can't mute this pride. I'm the storm that your fate can't hide. Step up, you better come correct. I don't do fear, I demand respect. Belt on my waist, fire in my eyes. Styles never fall, we only rise. There's no style like mine, I was born to shine. When the lights go up, it's my time to climb. They try to break me, they can't fake me. This ring is mine, now watch me take it. Oh, no style like mine.
It's weird seeing the sentence after so long. Yeah.
Got the crowd on tilt. My name's stitched in victory, guilt by guilt.
King of Carnage championship in the air. Obviously what John Styles is pointing to right now. Not asking for acknowledgement like he's the tribal chief or anything.
I don't do fear, I demand respect. Belt on my waist, fire in my eyes. Styles never fall, we only rise. There's no style like mine, I was born to shine. When the lights go up, it's my time to climb. They try to break me.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. John Styles, King of Carnage Championship, is above the ring. And if he can pull it down, he will win the Fighting Spirit Championship for the 2nd time to become the 3rd man to ever do it. And he will become the first ever 3-time Prince of Carnage champion. If Owen Thomas can pull it down, he will be undisputed. And he will become the 2nd ever King of Carnage in UCW, ladies and gentlemen. Owen Thomas and John Styles, with so much history between the two of them. This match is either going to go very, very quickly, or this match is going to be back and fucking forth. Big chair shot from Owen Thomas, takes down John Styles. Big punch to the face. There are no rematches. Also, I'm adding that right now. If Owen Thomas loses here tonight, he will not get a rematch for the Fighting Spirit Championship, and he will not get a rematch for the Prince of Carnage Championship until John Styles is done holding both of those championships. If John Styles loses tonight, he will not face Owen Thomas for either of those championships either until Owen Thomas is no longer holding them. He will not face for either of those championships while Owen Thomas is holding them, is what I should have said. Owen? Brother? You good? There we go. Big clothesline lays John Styles back out. Big forearm to the back. Owen sets up the ladder. John takes him down, takes the ladder down as well. I overheard you saying no rematches and had to process it. Cutter off the top rope. Yeah, no, whichever one wins will have free reign over both divisions away from the other one until they don't hold the belts. Owen waiting for John to stand up. Drop kick to the side of the face. Steel chair in his hands. Owen Thomas standing above John Styles, one of the men who trained him. Powerbomb lays him out. Chair shot to the body. PlayStation, don't do this. John Styles misses the forearm. Steel chair in his hands. John Styles sets up the ladder. Big chop to the chest of Owen. Up onto his shoulders. Drops him down on the back of his head. John Styles slowly making his way up that ladder. Owen Thomas pushes it down. Closes it underneath John Styles. Standing above John Styles with that steel chair, just waiting when he could be climbing up the ladder. Owen Thomas is obviously not very focused on the task at hand at the moment. This has obviously become some type of personal vendetta from Owen Thomas to John Styles. A need to prove that he's better than him. John Styles is fired up. Owen Thomas on the top rope. Double axe handle takes him down. He sets up the ladder right next to John Styles. Goes for the steel chair. Bicycle kick misses. Rolling forearm connects. Yeah, I don't think Adam gives a fuck who comes out as champion. Adam would rather them stop fighting over it, to be honest, in my opinion. Big kick to the body. Owen gets knocked down. John going back up for the championship. John keeping Owen off of him. He goes up to the very top of the ladder, and Owen pushes him down off of it. Owen's waiting for John Styles to stand. Remember me kick misses. Off the middle, off the ropes, big kick to the face. John Styles lands on top of the ladder. Off the middle rope, he goes for the leg drop. Owen does not get hit at all. Off the top rope, cutter lands across the ring. Owen kicks up. These two men throwing blows at each other now. How's it going, Diego? What's going on? Welcome in. This is UCW Breakdown, our extreme brand of wrestling show over here at UCW. It's our Friday night show. It's actually usually going on way earlier than this, but, you know, that's how shit goes. Owen Thomas catches John Styles. Big uppercut. Into the ropes. Kitchen sink sends him over his knees. On top of the ladder. Owen Thomas going for the ladder. He sets it up in the corner. The athleticism of Owen Thomas on display. Going back underneath the ring, pulls out a kendo stick. Lighten the shoulders and body of John Styles up. Chops to the chest. Big kicks. Down onto his neck. Spanish fly. John Styles is laid out right next to the breakdown logo. Owen Thomas is heading up that ladder. He's got one hand on the championship. John Styles making his way to his feet. Owen gets the second hand on the belt. John trying to push down the ladder. He does. Catches Owen Thomas, slams him down on top of the ladder. Patty cake, patty cake. He's got him. John Styles rolls him over. John Styles slowly makes his way up that ladder. Months of competing in the Prince of Carnage Championship division, obviously taking their toll on him. He's up on the top of the ladder once again. Oh my God. The athleticism of John Styles, ladies and gentlemen. Proving what has made him famous, proving what has won him world championships. Climbing up that ladder. 2 hands on the belt. John Styles is gonna pull it down. Owen Thomas has lost it all once again, ladies and gentlemen. Your 2-time King of Carnage, John Styles. Owen Thomas focused too much on destroying John Styles and not enough on making his way up that ladder. And John Styles proved once again why experience will always outwin rage. Ladies and gentlemen, to start off the night, we had Ricky Thomas take on Reverend Supreme Knight, where Reverend Supreme Knight put Ricky Thomas on the highway to heaven, and he never came back down. After that, Elijah Baker defeated James Wagner and King Hipsta in a triple threat match to go into the #1 contender position for the Prince of Carnage Championship. He will face John Styles next Friday. After that, Carlos Gonzales and Isaac Ramírez defeated Big Johnson and Azrael in an absolutely outstanding showcase of tag team wrestling. They made it look easy against the active unified tag team champions. After that, Nolan Omega had the best match of his career in UCW against MJ Steele and Wal Vintora, where he blew the house down in what possibly could have been the match of the night. Drewfie dominated against Baker Pierce in his UCW debut, making it look easy. Baker Pierce had a response for everything that Drewfie did until the Dragon Sleeper hold, where Baker Pierce could not get out. And then after that, ladies and gentlemen, John Styles taught Owen Thomas his final lesson: never underestimate a veteran. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been UCW Breakdown. Y'all might see me on GTA in like an hour, maybe. Like, I might stream again. I really don't know. I'm tired. I got crackhead energy, so I might just stream to get that shit out. But no, it's been a good night. It's been great. I hope everybody enjoyed. Hope it was a good show. Hope everybody had a great time. I'm going to find somebody to raid out to because I'm hungry and there's pancakes and sausage in the kitchen. Just be honest. So, y'all have a good night. Make good choices. Be safe. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do because that would be a bad idea. Take the rest of the night off. Maybe. It's not the right type of stream to raid him. That's sad. I would like to raid him, but I'm not on RP. We're gonna raid Bearded Hank. He's one of the Cloud City RP guys. Super funny. Does voices and shit like that. He's a cool guy. Go show him some love. Blow up the chat. Follow who we raid. All those things. You know the deal. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a great time. Peace. Also, Hipsta, just because you said that, I'm not taking the night off. How about that?